Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
To the ground. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick toss. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Makes the grab down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give out of the gun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So LSU's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Here's the handoff. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same five-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown tie.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 4 over Navy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. LSU right back to the line. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These 2 teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now they'll run the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off play action on 1st down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
after putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next.
And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He makes the connection. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Pocket stop, and the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He'll pull it down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackled after picking up the first down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down, and that's a live ball. And he falls on top of his own fumble. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
And they got him for the sack. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They go to the ground, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Law. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
LSU quick to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Running it back, it's Adams. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here. So
off he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. They're trying to get to him. Quickly out to the tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the
fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. Past the 30. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Navy.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Running with power. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Milroe. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Nowhere to move. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The give is to Williams. At the 20, he's got space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. They move the tight end all over. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Field goal is good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 2 to Navy.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. LSU right back to the line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two?
Continues to fight for yards. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick completion on the out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On the option. Now the toss. Nice move. Creates some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting the deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll just keep slinging it. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Nussmeier. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.